in the cut, baby. You know what it is. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, guys. Welcome back. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Alejandro. We have the Cheese McCorner in the cut as well. We have Daniela and Jean over there.
Sup, chat.
Hi, guys.
What's going on?
Oh, we're live? Sorry, I was
What
texting
in the Freaky Fridays
my wives
is?
and girlfriends.
That's
Just had to
such
let
a
them know.
bad impression of me, but okay.
Well, that was a bad impression of me.
Sorry. I don't know. I'm
Is
trying
that
to
her?
sound like you. I can't.
Contigo no se puede. Contigo no se puede. That's what he would say.
True.
He was
Kinda.
shut it down.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
I love Anuel. That's what you would say.
Damn.
Wow,
crazy,
seriously?
bro. All right. Bueno, buenas tardes. So someone said in the chat. So keep commenting. We're gonna, call you guys out.
wasn't ready for
Pero first story.
First story.
It's a little funny. Yeah. So you see that guy. So a meme may have stopped a Norwegian tourist from visiting the U.S. Right? Yeah, that's JD Vance.
I don't know,
in case you didn't
dude.
know,
I
but
don't want
Café
that.
Lon.
I don't want that in the middle of the night.
You don't want that period, bro, but
No.
unfortunately he is our VP. So the tourist, Milkison, right? Mikkelsen, I don't know.
think so.
But he claims that officials at customs threatened to fine him $5,000 or send him to prison for 5 years if he refused to provide them with his phone password. Right?
Okay.
So he's like, all right, bet. Here's my phone, password. Open it up, and you see this meme of him making fun of JD Vance. And because of that, he said that he was not allowed to enter the States.
Dude, I'd do the opposite. I'd be like, you're good.
That's a good one. I love that one. Come in. Oh, man.
Damn.
Every American has to have at least one JD Vance meme
Yeah.
on their phone right
Not
now.
only-
Whether you're from the left or from the right, the man is like you said it, Jenny. He's a walking meme.
He's a walking meme.
Not only that, that's like the most chill one. I don't know if y'all have seen the other ones. Like they stay cooking them online.
Yeah, it's hard not to. Oh,
I got the
No.
best
What was
one.
that?
Look, that one will get him.
Like the
That one will get him
what the
5
Halle
years.
Berry?
Well, because JD Vance used to do things with couches.
What?
Yo, this one will get you jail time for sure. This one will get you 5 years.
Oh my God.
Wait, that's the one that like, do the roar. Is that him?
Yeah, that's from Shrek, right?
Yeah, sure. Do the roar. So back to the story. So Homeland Security Deputy Secretary Tricia McLaughlin called the story false and BS on a post on X. So that's how you know it's official. y'all.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she insisted that Mikkelsen was...
Mikkelsen.
Why does he know Mikkelsen? So she insisted that Mikkelsen was denied entry after admitting to using drugs.
Pobre Mikkelsen. El man venía tan feliz a vivir el sueño americano, and he was like, JD Vance looking like a puffer
You imagine if it was his friend that sent him that?
Oh, no.
The hostia?
That was funny. I love this one.
Oh my God. Someone said that he looks like a ¿Dónde está ese comment? That was funny.
Like Cabbage Patch?
The Cabbage Patch looks like a fucked up Cabbage Patch. I know. Oh my God.
I don't know if this comment is for Jean, by the way, but someone said, I'm a single MY. I don't know if that's mommy.
Is it for Jean
Mamacita?
or is it for
Mommy? I'm a
Jean?
mom. Mommy?
I wonder.
Mamacita?
Mamacita? Yo, Cupid on the show.
Yeah. But yeah, and then shout out from Wilmington. Let's see. Clipper Carlos. Damn, I'm not allowed to enter Red States if they see my phone. Same here, brother. I don't have any screenshots, but Tommy, bro, he be sending me some JD Vance memes that are scary as hell.
They're like deep fried too.
Deep fried. That's
Yo,
what they
they're
are.
like
Ah,
30
yeah.
filters over it.
Hi,
Yeah,
Rob's
bro.
Tia. His
Oh, you got a
Tia's
shout
watching.
out. Sweet
His, Tia
Carm.
Carmen.
Tia Cata?
Aw,
Carmen,
hi, Tia
she's watching.
Carmen.
Oh, that's my mom's name.
Rob's Tia.
Rob's Tia. Oh, what's up?
Hi, Tia Carmen.
Sorry, I keep getting distracted from the story.
Carmen.
So now apparently, the State Department is requiring all foreign nationals seeking student and exchange visas to make their social media accounts public for government review as it resumes processing applications. So there's a whole nother story, right? Mm-hmm. But it kind of ties into this whole thing because, yeah, it's like, so if you're applying for visas, now like, bet, let me see your phone.
Yeah.
So what are you supposed to do? Get a burner? Also, like, why? Like, so they are checking for indications of hostility towards the citizens, culture, government, institutions of founding principles.
But
Or
that's like a
founding
lack
principles.
of privacy. That's like no privacy.
Yes, like, would you be cooked? Would you be able to, like, come into the States or apply
Bro,
for a visa?
I have
or-
every single meme that's there on
You
my
have all those
phone.
memes?
Ahí mimito me paran, bro, deportado. I'm like, I'm from here, though. It don't matter.
When I came from Mexico, it didn't say anything about my phone. But
Yeah,
again,
they
I don't
did.
know if
I didn't
that's
even know they
early
could go
on.
through your phone like that. Like, what you mean? Give me your passcode and
I
hand
brought
it
my
over?
trap phone out. I
You
mean,
did?
I shouldn't say this out loud, but like
Allegedly.
I got 2 phones, okay? And when I was coming down the immigration line, the real one with the real T, long
They
gone.
didn't ask which one, Coñis. It's your personal phone and your work phone.
Exactly.
They didn't ask which one. They said a phone.
Which one? Exactly. So I'm just saying, work smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm.
Hide your memes, I guess. Hide your kids, hide your memes. JD Vance is in charge.
Yes.
Just give them the work phone because that fucking password is long as fuck. Anyways, is it not?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, yeah, it
they
is.
can tell we're fighting in the cheeseman corner.
Yeah, so they said hashtag stop fighting in the cheeseman corner.
I don't know. We're really, it's a lot. We're fighting today.
We have HR on standby in case things get too heated, don't worry. And then someone said, oh, actually, Joel, Gene looks like that SpongeBob meme with the glasses.
Yes.
Like the one around the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I like
so
these glasses.
cool.
But yeah,
How you
y'all, I
like the
guess.
hat?
I really like the hat because it reminds me of Karol G's album and how wonderful she is of an artist. And yeah.
Are we having Chick-fil-A today?
No,
So-
Daniela, we're not. They ordered something else.
Okay, guys, I have no transition, but I'm just gonna get into it. I'm just gonna get into it. So, Florida. That's all I gotta say.
Walt Disney World.
No, brother.
What?
It's the dark side of Florida.
Oh.
Yeah. So Florida is building a detention center called Alligator Alcatraz in the Everglades for ICE detainees. What the?
This is
That
like
ass,
a-
they
What is
hiring,
wrong
they
with
they're
that?
hiring nature to fucking work for them now. This is insane.
The center, yes, exactly. So the center will be surrounded by dangerous animals like alligators and snakes. So, and it will hold about 5,000 people. And it's almost like, I think the first part will be ready by early July. So they are on it. And this is, dude, this is crazy. Like animals, I'm honestly so thrown off because this is so inhumane.
That's what it is. It's inhumane. Everything they're doing is inhumane, and it stems from a place of so much hatred that has nothing to do with what they said they were going to do. I mean, that was stated in advance, though. If you read the full, what was that thing they put out before the elections?
Yeah,
The Project 2025.
and so the wild animals are expected to like help like with detainees escaping. So kind of like los desanima.
Escaping, like I'm worried about a snake coming up them toilets. You imagine, like bad enough I'm in jail. Now I gotta worry about a snake coming through the pipes up through the toilet. Oh my God, me muero right there.
Isn't that a movie? That happens in the movie, right?
I think so.
I heard this was
That's
also
sketch,
like
bro.
an abandoned, correct me if I'm wrong, an abandoned airport. So
Really?
this has to violate so many just like, you know, when you open a new business or anything, there has to be an inspection. I'm sure none of that is happening right now.
Oh, no.
There's just so many violations. How come, I mean, the United Nations or where are they right now? This is very wrong.
Well, dude, it's like they're treating them like prisoners, like they're like criminals. Like it's just no one should be, no one should be treated like this.
They don't even treat the worst of the worst like this.
That's
in
what I'm
this country.
saying.
The worst of the worst, who are on death row right now, were never even never had to go through these extremes.
Yeah, this is extreme. And dude, get this, the project is funded by FEMA.
Wait, is FEMA the one that like didn't have money for the fire?
Yeah.
And didn't
So how?
Trump
And
say
they
he
messed-
was gonna change the budgeting so that they wouldn't be able to fund anything for the wildfires?
That's what I'm saying.
And
Who
then
asked
the
for this?
hurricanes that are about to hit, according to environmental scientists, hurricanes are going to be really bad this year. So FEMA's not going to have enough money to help this country's citizens recover. And then, there's still people who are suffering the consequences of a wildfire that tore devastation. Citizens of this country that he claims to care about so much. And here he goes spending FEMA's money that he was threatening to pool
Yeah.
to punish
Well, who asked for
5,000 people?
Pero hay dinero pa guerra.
this? Who asked for this?
Hay dinero pa bomba.
Who asked? Fucked up people asked for this apparently, or made this up. Also, 5,000 people to put in comparison, I don't even know if that makes, like, this is just to put on a show. Trump wants to deport millions of people. That's his, like, dream picturesque person. Right now, it's reported that 59,000 people have been detained since January. I just saw a report. What's 5,000 people? Just a political show, a theater.
Yeah.
You really need a place to hold all these people. Build something that makes logical sense. Or don't build it at all, because it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Yeah, like I said, it's
But-
a show for his Trumpy supporters.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
hey,
it's
guys.
pride.
Yeah.
Es puro orgullo. And the center is part of a plan to deport many people and reduce crowding in other ICE detention centers. So I guess it's getting so crowded in other places because dude, these are mass
Yeah, I know the
deportations. These are so it's like they're not just ICE raids. They're mass ICE raids. Ahorita le están. That's their
something that's meant to hold
Focus.
like 3,000 people. There's 10 in there.
yeah. So these
Just
are
because there's nowhere, to hold the people.
because look, think about it. Their quota, so I've heard, 3,000 a day.
That's crazy.
Where are they taking these people? Where are they taking these poor people?
I mean, this is a different story, but the Supreme Court just ruled that they're allowed to take them to just a country they've never been to before. Where's the logic in that? Where's the logic in, okay, you came to our country, okay, we don't want you here anymore. We're going to deport you to fucking Switzerland. Huh? You're just going to kidnap someone and just, goodbye, figure it out there. So what you're doing is the same problem that you're supposedly finding a solution to. It's stupid, and it has no logical sense in it.
And then let alone the taking them. We saw in a recent comment, this stood out to me, and I know it stood out to you too. When you take them, it's like, and these people masked and everything, like, who's to say other people can't look like ICE agents? You don't even know who these people are. Who's to say they can't just kidnap people and make it look like an ICE raid and just take them and it could be sex trafficking. I saw that comment. I'm like, dude, that's scary. That's true. You think it's an ICE raid, but it's not.
Yeah, when we have our local and state and, federal leaders saying, yeah, we really truly don't know how to identify the vast majority of these people who are conducting these raids, yeah, that proves a point. Everyone and anyone who is just in the area, whether they're documented or undocumented, can be taken by someone who is either an ICE agent or not an ICE agent.
They got no badge.
Because that's the norm.
Yeah.
However, it's not the norm. That's why we have to keep talking about it, calling it out,
Yep.
and also being out there. If you see something suspicious going on, don't just fucking, oh my God, this is happening. Yes, report it. But if you have the privilege of being surrounded by other people or whatever, get down from the car and stand your ground, because that's how we're really seeing people coming in to save the day.
I've seen that, and honestly, qué orgullo, de verdad. Like, that's the only way that's gonna stop people.
I saw a fire truck stopping. You guys saw that video? It was like a fire truck literally just
Wow.
got in the way of them.
That's the only way. But it is scary. Even the Dodger Stadium, when they said, oh, that wasn't us, I tweeted, that wasn't us. Who's to say that they can be like, that wasn't us? Well, then who
Yeah.
was it?
Who was it?
Who was it?
Who took these people? What are they doing with them? But, I mean, so that's what's going on. I know we went on a little rabbit trail, but it has to do with everything going on. And the environmentalists worry about harm to the land and animals for the detention center. So that's another thing. But
Yeah.
anyways, what's next?
I don't know.
I got it, guys. Well, Lita, this is kind of like up our alley. You know the saying, there's no crying in baseball. Well, there was crying in baseball last night, guys.
What happened?
My poor boy, bro. My poor boy. So Diamondbacks Marte broke down after a fan, my bad.
Don't cry, bro. Don't cry.
So my guy was playing, he's a shortstop for the Diamondbacks, and he got heckled during the game. Like, somebody was shouting out, abusive things to him about his mom who passed away in a car accident. So obviously that would trigger you,
yeah.
And especially, you go out to, you're a baseball player, you hear it all the time. But I'm sure every player has that one thing that will set them off. And I guess this fan pushed the wrong buttons with him. He was like crying in the middle of the game. Like the coach came out and he broke down. Like the coach hugged him, told him he loved him, but like damn, fans are getting out of pocket. You know, you're supposed to be, you know, this big baseball player, whatever, like take the trash talk, but like some of it like really, you know,
It's too far.
se pasan.
Se
And it's like, yo,
pasa.
it's like, and that's like shit that's like, the fan was 22 years old. So, you know, he literally went on Wikipedia and probably saw the article about his mom dying and was like, fuck it.
But who?
I'm gonna start shouting this to mess with him. It clearly messed with him, you know?
Yeah.
But
Pero eso no, así no se
nah,
hace.
you don't play like that. Like if you
Yeah.
do that to me, I might cry, but I'm gonna find you in the parking lot, brother.
And she died in
You
a
heard?
car accident.
She died in a car accident in 2017, but it's like, you know, when you least expect it,
But it's your mom.
it's your mom, and
Isn't it
everything probably flashed back when he was getting heckled and was just broke down.
Yeah.
But yeah, if that would have been me, I would have been like, give me his name, parking lot.
Yeah. Clipper Carlos, and I saw this too, that they said that the fan got banned for taking it to that level. Like,
Yeah,
the
I
stadium,
mean,
like,
hell
doesn't come
yeah.
back.
Now that's a fan worth banning because that's not even fan behavior.
Yeah, that's not the
That's
way.
harassment.
Yeah. It is.
And then this morning, actually, the White Sox, which is the team that they're playing against right now, had a banner in the stadium that said, "Baseball's family, the White Sox community supports Ketel Marte." So that's pretty cool that, again, the other team like knows, because it's like, it can happen to any player on the field.
It can.
And it's just shitty, and it's just like, again, fans feel so brave
Dude.
to like yell these
But-
things.
Dude,
But-
these fans, like, it's like you guys swear, like, if you're like that, you swear like you're, like, in the thick of it and part of the team.
But-
Dude, you're nobody.
I will say this. I will say this.
Like, it's like, dude, at the end of the day, you can root for a team, root for them, but who are you to?
I will say this, guys. Like, I went to my first soccer game last week. This is nothing compared to the shit I heard at the Rose Bowl. Soccer fans are crazy, bro.
What'd you see?
Which soccer fans?
Yeah, both. I saw River Plate Argentina versus Mexico. Dog.
Oh.
I heard combination.
Mexico and
I
Argentina
heard
when it comes to
combination of
soccer.
bad words I had never heard before. I heard mothers being mentioned, grandmas being mentioned, wives being mentioned, the kids.
The kids
The
caught him
kids,
catching
I heard
strays.
strays from everywhere. Some blank blank your son, blank blank your grandma.
Oh,
I was like, damn,
Oh, River Plate Monterrey, yeah.
bro,
Okay.
it was spicy.
Damn.
I learned a couple new bad words, bro.
Let's
Not
hear
gonna
it. I'm
lie.
just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Argentinians get intense.
And honestly, speaking about out of pocket fans, like we got some out of pocket fans on TV, man. Apparently, Love Island had to issue some warnings about cyberbullying. That's a big yawn for you, Lee.
Bro, I've been watching Love Island, but this is so stupid, I think. Again, look, I appreciate what they did. Hey, guys, you know, people on the show have feelings too. They're human, just like you. You know, be more considerate, right? Yeah, of course, duh. But let's not freaking point the finger at the fans, man. Meanwhile, the freaking production company on the back end's like, hey, how about if we get Huda to beat the shit out of that guy? Throw her in there, like kind of poke the bear. Like, they know what they're doing. 'Cause
Yeah, they're putting bugs in their ears too.
it's like,
sound
let's not pretend like they're putting all the nice stuff out there.
Well,
They're
that's
putting all the
reality
stuff that
shows.
that's reality shows. But it's like, let's not pretend like it ain't, like y'all ain't part of this whole.
They're just covering their
cyberbullying
backs, bro,
thing
because some
issue.
of it gets out of hand, and they're like, "Well, we did issue a warning." In
Yeah,
case-
it was literally
That's
on the
kinda
show.
like a-
Yeah, it's like kind of like we put a statement out, like a little, kind of the daughters did.
But was there
They're like,
anything that happened that triggered it? Like, was somebody like getting like cooked online or?
I think.
Well, Huda.
Yeah, she's been
Huda,
getting a-
Huda, I don't know.
I didn't
she's
even know.
been-
Look, I didn't. Before I even watched the show, I wanted to watch the show because I'm like, who is this girl and why are they? Why don't they like her?
You were like, who the hell are they talking
who the
about?
hell?
See, I haven't even. I
I
gotta start. I gotta jump on
Well,
that.
look, so I went through the comments because obviously I saw this post. When was this posted? 20 hours ago, and I shared it to my own personal stories. Like, man, like, where is it? Dang it. Jeremiah was bullied by almost everyone the entire effing show. And then, aren't y'all the ones making him look like villains? Question mark. It's like, yep. Insane of y'all to say this when y'all let Jeremiah get emotionally abused in the villa.
See, I haven't gone there yet.
100% be kind, be mindful, and talk to Huda as well. Thank you.
I haven't gone to that point, and I can't wait to.
Bro.
Porque
it's
I don't know
crazy,
why
bro.
people don't like her that much. I mean, I've only watched 2 episodes, but
Do they swap out? Cause I'm seeing like, look, the cast that I have, the picture I pulled for that, I don't see anybody I'm seeing on Twitter on it.
Do they swap out?
Yeah, like I
Well-
see the Blanquito right here with the blue. I don't see the other chick.
Wait, who's
That's
blue?
the Mamacita girl, right? The mama.
Buddha is the one over here on the with the. Is that red? Is that red bikini?
Yeah, all the way to
Is she
the
the
right.
one? Is she the one that was like with that with the
Mamacita.
soundbite
Oh, the
of
one
the
right
mom?
here is the Trumpy, I think. The one that got taken off like episode 1.
For,
Which one? Which one?
The one on the far left with the shiny bikini. I think that's the girl that was like she just
She's
disappeared.
a Cuban girl.
Cuban girl. She got like taken off right away, bro. What's it called? Sign the NDA and their free liability. Y de qué hablamos hoy. But yeah, bro. So the keyword is love. And you know what? After yesterday's cliffhanger, I don't know if I keep watching the show, bro, because what they keep doing these 360s on
I
or
can't,
180.
don't spoil it for
I'm
the
not gonna
rest of
spoil it
us.
for anybody, but what, are they off the island or are they not? What's going
they
on?
on what?
Are they off the island or the villa or are they not? Because I don't know what's going on, y'all. And like
Wait, how long are they there for? Is it a couple weeks or is it the whole
couple weeks,
summer?
more like a month, I think, more or less.
I don't know. The episodes are too long.
They're very
I
long. It's hard
tried.
to
I tried
binge
too.
because
I was like,
keep
catch
up.
me up with all the spiciness. Like, get me to the drama. Like, I don't want to see intros.
Oh, but you guys don't know long until you guys see La Casa de los Famosos. My mom had that on 24/7.
It's like Big
24/7,
Brother,
girl.
right? Big
Yes,
Brother.
but
That
the
one's
cameras
24/7?
Everywhere.
everywhere, girl. Yes, but they are pretty long for my liking.
Yeah, all
Speaking
to say,
of long, did you guys see? No, it's kidding. Go ahead.
yeah, these producers know what they're doing. They're shooting almost 24 hours a day to produce a 1-hour episode. Everything they choose is the most interesting. And if that means drama or painting the narrative that someone's dramatic or someone's out of pocket and this guy's toxic and this girl is perfect, then they're going to do that. So I think it's interesting that they're stirring the pot so heavily and then being like, love, hate. All to say, it all has to do with, yes, there have been previous cast members who unfortunately have passed away. And I think they're being cautious, and I think that's fair. I don't think it's, being soft. Obviously, it's a reality TV show, but at the end of the day, when it comes to being a fan of a show, you have to respect that the people on the other side of it are real people too.
They are.
They have families, they have moms, they have dads that raise them, and some of them have kids, and they have a life, and they should be able to live it too. Just like you live yours and are able to go ham in the comment section, let them live their life. They don't owe you anything.
Who has kids?
Hannah.
No, okay.
I
No,
agree,
was like,
but
that was a joke.
also turn off the phone. Get off online.
No, it's
So
not
easy
that
for you to
do it.
say.
No,
No, I
Would
know.
you do
it's
it
good.
if they were? You know that.
If
a
I'm
lot of
getting
stuff
cooked
being-
online, I'm on this show and I know it's messing with me mentally, I'm offline. I'm turning it off.
Good for you.
I'm not gonna give them. That's it.
I think it's
Que se acabe el mundo online. I'm living here.
No, but some people take it to
in
the
real
next level,
time.
and I get
Someone-
what they're doing, but it's like my thing was like, okay, yes, I agree. Let's like be nice and everyone respect. But también que nos hagan los like we don't know what we're doing. We're just putting these videos out and people are hating them. I
They're
wonder
like,
why.
It's Love
It's
Island,
like
not Hate Island.
it's like come on.
Well,
I
at least
don't
they're listening to the comments and being more cautious.
That's
There you
true.
go.
Because
Honestly, I
like
think-
someone followed Huda home the day she arrived.
See, I didn't know
and that's
that.
fucked up.
Exactly.
You don't follow someone
Yeah,
home
no,
or
that's
stalk
scary.
From where? The airport or?
Yeah.
That's weird.
See,
That
so
is
people
weird.
get
Ahí
get
que lo
too
dañan. Ahí que
invested.
lo dañan. You can't
They're too
unfollow that.
invested.
exactly.
And
Like
then
you-
the show's in real time too, so I think that's what escalates it. Before, those like Love Is Blind and all that. That's shot like a year or
Pre-recorded.
two before.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I think I would think, but yes, it is actually. So then they bring it back, but this is real time.
So at the end of the day, guys, just spread love.
Yeah.
And let's
And
see
it's
who gets voted off. They're down today because it's Wednesday, right? Yeah, they're not. There's no show today. So, ladies, gents, take your time. Babe, I just saw you join the chat. So today we're not gonna watch the show, but we are gonna watch The Bear because the new season just dropped. So
Oh,
it's a new show for today.
yes.
So I get the Twisted Teas ready.
But
And
can I also say how Love Island is bringing couples together, closer together,
bro,
like bonding? That's also nice. Just saying, just throwing it
It
out
is.
there. It's really nice to see. But
one more
anyways.
story. Dang, we're already at 12:30. Oh wait, we had a little glitch. Anyways,
Okay, this is more just like a PSA. If you are from California, this is for you. We are looking out for you because California courts have officially ruled that holding a phone while you are driving is illegal. even if you're just literally looking at a map or a GPS and not really touching the screen, the law bans all handheld phones while driving, including texting, browsing, and using maps. Phone must be mounted, so you must have your little tripod or mount on the dash. And yeah, you can only use a single tap or swipe or voice command. So you can't double tap and like their story, but you can still tap and view stories. You can swipe on Tinder, and you can still send voice messages. The court decision came from a case which involved a driver who was ticketed for holding his phone, checking directions. I know everyone in this room has done that before. I've done it way too much. I did it this morning. So this is really just a wake-up call. Stay safe out there. No more tickets. They're on the lookout for you. And yeah, the ruling sets a statewide precedent and reinforces the goal of reducing distracted driving.
Wait, but so really quick, because obviously you can't drive with your phone in hand. I mean, that's been the law. But now even at red lights, you can't check your phone, right? That's the thing?
No.
It has to be mounted.
It has to be mounted. You can tap, swipe, or voice command.
Okay. This is like one of those laws that it'll take me like 4 tickets to like learn, but I'll get there.
I mean, I don't oppose this because
I think,
dude, honestly, texting causes a lot.
Not only that, you know what really gets me
accidents.
honking in the morning? When that light turns green and this car in front of me don't move because they're like this.
Oh yeah.
And I've seen some like
Dude, and then they move right when it turns
like,
red. Oh my god.
on Santa Monica Boulevard,
ears.
sometimes I'm like there and I'm like, I see a car go like this, like in the morning. I'm like, oh, she's doing makeup.
Swerving.
yeah.
They're doing makeup or they texting.
If someone's swerving and it's not a Friday or Saturday night, it's the phone, TikTok, or makeup.
Bro, and then also, we're in 2025. My guy, you have a freaking brand new Beamer, and I see you in the front seat like this. I'm like, that shit has Bluetooth. Like, you can't drive with one hand because again, you're swerving, and then you're holding your phone, and like, no tint, nothing. I'm like, you're brave and you're an idiot. So, hopefully they get a ticket.
That's facts.
Am I the only one? Sometimes you guys ever, I mean, this is bad because I text and drive.
Is this what's it called? No.
Allegedly, you text.
Allegedly, I text and drive, but sometimes, like, let's say I'm driving home and I'm like, damn, how did I get here?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm
that's
at
another.
Coldwater Canyon. How did I get here?
You don't remember?
Like I was
your-
I was on autopilot and el teléfono
yes.
driving enough to not crash, but like
Don't text and drive.
but like not like mentally like not here. You know what I mean? Like
No, yo estoy así, pero así.
how are you? Let me see.
I get to my job, I'm like, what?
You're like
That's
the
what I'm
fucking-
saying. Jenny, you ever just be like, yo, I'm here already.
No, it's like the freaking, what's that one meme with Miley Cyrus?
Or with the eyes like this? No.
Look, hey, pull the JD Vance shit one
The
more
J-
time.
Jamie Mathis.
That's Jenny. That's you when you get here?
That's you plug up to the charger across the street. Huh?
Nah, it happened to me the other day. I was like, yo, I wonder how much time was I really here and
Sorry.
time that I was like not here. You know, like
Yeah.
I need like a little time.
Have you
know?
ever searched it up too? Because you freak out so badly. Like, how the fuck did I get here? And then you search up, can't tell how I got here after driving. And then I go into WebMXD.
Dude, like, what's it called? It has to have a word.
You ever-
It's called disassociation.
Oh,
But like
okay.
when you're driving, mobile disassociation?
Bro, I've had moments too where I'm like that on autopilot and I'll have a little scare. I'll toss that phone back and I'm like, ooh, my warning sign.
It's like when you're
from the
about to get a
universe.
car,
Yeah, I'm
you're
like,
about to
ooh, I
crash
got
it.
two
Okay,
hands
hold
on the
on, I gotta
wheel and
lock
I'm,
in.
I put the phone away, I put the phone face down.
Do
Like,
you
ooh,
ever
okay.
almost die and then you just, like a good song comes on and you're just
You put
like,
it down?
It's like, oh.
Well, no, freaking,
open the windows.
no, dude. Oh,
and
that
then
too.
You're just like, oh,
Well, no,
life's beautiful.
when I get home and I don't know how I got there, I'll get out of the car and like walk around to see if I hit anything. Because I don't know how I got there. And I'm just like, yo, what
Nah,
happened?
bro.
And then like, well, you remember that last time I told you that I bumped somebody? And I was just like, it was that fucking Bad Bunny song, that body. And then, boom, I'm like, fuck! And then I get out of the car, do the thing. And then you're like, oh, can we go to lunch? And then like, yeah, I'll drive. And then I drive. And then party. Like, this fucking song. Anyways, that's the show, guys.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
It's hot up in here.
On Mitú Daily, I'm Jenny.
I'm Alejandro. And we have Daniela.
Hi guys, lo quiero mucho.
Bye, chat. Good to see
We
ya.
have Daniel and Jenna. No, wait.
Wait, Daniel.
Danny.
Daniel. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, I see.
Anyways,
You
I
switched.
tried.
If I would have had time, I would have came prepared as her. But
Yeah, because I
this
usually
is hard.
I don't act like that.
I know.
Pues.
I tried.
We're
Thank
gonna
you,
keep
guys.
fighting.
Yeah,
All
they're
right,
gonna
guys. Well, we
keep
don't have a
it.
show on Friday, so we'll miss you guys. But enjoy your summer,
was
and we'll
gonna
see you
say,
guys on Monday. Jenny won't be here
round
actually, but I will.
stops, we'll
So the
stop.
team. And yeah, take care. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.